Hello and welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys video, and today we have some more news about the upcoming episodes 94, 95 and 96. So let's get started and I hope you enjoy. So first up we have episode 94, the Heracross loss and the Pinsir in love, and the description reads like this. A Lilligant has just arrived in the Cerise Park and Heracross has become attracted to it. Pinsir gets saddened at the sight of this since it's in love with Heracross. The depressed Pinsir starts thinking that things might be different if they had a pretty flower too. So Ash and Go decide to take it along as they accompany Chloe to a Pokemon flower arrangement class held by Celadon City's gym leader Erika in order to cheer it up. Will Pinsir manage to win Heracross's attention? So this episode seems like a pretty interesting one. Now at first it did seem a bit bland, but now that we're getting a random appearance from Celadon gym leader Erika, it could spice things up. It's nice that they're continuing the development for Go's Heracross and Pinsir, as they've had this story going on for a while, and it would just be nice to see what sort of role Erika has here. Maybe we'll get to see the Celadon gym revamped, as it has been a while. We haven't seen her in person since episode 26, not including the movie, and we all know how the Kanto gym leaders didn't get the best treatment, so this is perfect. And then next up we have episode 95, Farewell the Wandering Team Rocket, and the description reads like this. Team Rocket spend their days focusing on their part-time jobs so they can raise funds for their operations, and they're also completely sick of their missions constantly failing. They conclude that the failures happen because the Team Rocket gacha doesn't give them any strong Pokemon, so they decide to follow the Pelipper in order to complain to those in charge, but on the way they run into the former fellow gang members Butch and Cassidy, which makes them start thinking that there's more to life than Team Rocket. What will happen now? So this episode just sounds awesome, some much needed Team Rocket development, and finally the return of Bob and Cassidy after such a long time. This reminds me a lot of the previous episodes where Team Rocket go back to headquarters and they end up seeing Butch and Cassidy. But it looks like they bump into them in this cafe that Butch is standing in front of in the shot in the trailer, and from the description it says that Butch and Cassidy are former Team Rocket members, which is really interesting. I think come the end of the episode things will go back to normal. Butch and Cassidy will probably return to Team Rocket, but this just looks like it's about them discovering life outside of Team Rocket, so I think it would be really good to see their interactions and what happens in the episode. And then finally we have episode 96, and it's called Go to Space, the Light of Ampharos, and the description reads like this. Sophocles has sent for Ash and Go to come to the Moss Deep Space Center in the Hoenn region. He tells them that him and Ampharos are participating in the return project for the asteroid probe Talonflame 2, where the probe will be making its return using Ampharos' light as a guide. However, Ampharos fails to turn its light on and the shock makes it lose all confidence in itself. Can Sophocles and Ampharos make the project succeed without any complications? So this episode will take place in Hoenn in Moss Deep City and feature the space station there, and the big news is that the Alola companion Sophocles will be returning in this episode, and although I may not be the biggest Sophocles fan, this is awesome. We have seen him before in Journeys of course, but now he's going to be getting his own focus episode, and it's all to do with space and the Space Center, so it's a perfect fit for him. This episode is looking really interesting, and who knows, we could even see Tate and Liza or some old characters show up. It just looks to be a fun adventure featuring this new Ampharos. I'm not sure if this is a new Pokemon that Sophocles has caught or if it's just helping him out with this project, but this will really be a fun episode, and we're getting 3 returning characters in 3 episodes in a row, which is amazing. So that's it for this update. Who are you most excited to see return? Erika, Butch and Cassidy, or Sophocles? All 4 of these characters are really smart picks to come back and flesh them out for a little bit more story, and I can't wait to see these episodes. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.